I hope you guys are doing well. So I did get prompted to do a live reading for whatever reason. So we're going to take a look and do a channeled messages for the person that hurt you. Let's see what it is that they want to let you know around this time. What information needs to come to light? What kind of closure can you get? So I am going to wait about 30 seconds just so I can tap into the energy. I hope you guys are doing well. Go ahead and set the intention that you get the information that you need during this time. Just grounding myself. I hope you guys are having a lovely day. I did log in a little bit earlier just because my son is taking a nap and I don't want him to wake up in the middle of this. So just bear with me. So let's take a look and see. This is going to be channeled messages from the person that hurt you. I was hearing, I'm sorry. I should have done better. I should have made better choices. Let's see what you guys can expect. Hi, TW. Hi, Amani. Hi, Chanel B. I hope you guys are doing well. Let's see. Four of Cups. Yeah, this person's praying to the divine. They're praying for a second chance. It seems like, let me tap into this. God, please, I beg you. Yes, I do have other options. I do have all these 3 other lovers. I cheated on the collective or the person watching possibly 3 to 4 different times where I almost said the defendant. The collective gave me their trust, they gave me their heart, and I completely crushed it every single time. Every time this person gave me everything that I wanted on a full platter, I just continuously pushed them away. As the 7 of Swords is here, this person, all I did was just lie, be deceitful, be manipulative. I even left behind traces at certain points in time because I did want the collective to catch me. I wanted him or her to end the relationship because I was too much of a coward to be able to be upfront with you. So I was hoping that with the clues that I left behind, I was hoping that every time I hurt you, you would push me away, but instead you just ended up loving me even more. But even though you loved me through all of my transgressions, that didn't make me respect you anymore. If anything, it made me look at you as a doormat. It made me look at you as somebody who's weak, someone who is naive, who is easily swayed, someone who doesn't have a backbone. And as the 6 of Pentacles is here, I continuously gave breadcrumbs to you. Meanwhile, I was giving more time and effort to my family, to my friends, to my work, to possible addictions that I had. And I knew that you would keep this relationship alive because every time I did something wrong, it's like you would just forgive me. You would try to prove yourself and love me even more. And instead, what you didn't realize is everything that you gave me, I took it and possibly not just wasted your energy, your time, your love, your sex, but I took all of that power and I went to go manifest it with other people. And I also shared, if this was someone that you lived with, I shared our accolades, everything that we built together with other individuals because I didn't see you as someone who was fit to be a partner because I was somebody who is very reckless. I'm still reckless even to this moment. I'm just trying my best to mask my emotions. I've always been a dog. I don't have any loyalty to anyone because my parents betrayed me. The people that were supposed to bring me up, the people that I trusted the most, betrayed me. And one after the other, every time I put my heart out there, every time I was vulnerable, I just consistently got stepped on. So it got to a point in time where I just decided to just be evil, to just be low vibrational, if that's what you guys call it, karmics, if that's what you guys call it. Yes, I enjoy being in the karmic energy because it gives me power. It gives me a sense of control. It gives me something that I don't get when I'm vulnerable and I put myself out there. And yes, unfortunately, you were brought into my life as the person that was supposed to bring karma because I did this. What I did to you, I've done that to 6 or 7 other people. And it wasn't until you came across, it wasn't until you came into my life, the divine brought you down here to meet me as a form of justice because it took someone, it took a galactic being, a goddess or a god like you to stop this reckless behavior because there was nothing that was going to make me stop. The thrill, the high that I would get from people chasing me, from making people cry and feeding off of that energy. Yeah, I know it sounds sadistic, but that's exactly how people fed off of me in the past. So it's a dog eat dog world out there. It's either eat or you get eaten. And unfortunately, I took the role as the wolf. And it wasn't until you came, look, you were blinded at some point in time. You had these blindfolds. You couldn't get things across to you. Every time I did something wrong, either you would see it in a dream, Either you would just, it's like, I don't know, it's like you had supersonic powers or something. So I had to try to deter you. I had to try to gaslight you. I had to try to make you feel crazy, make everyone else see you as crazy, so that if at any point in time you expose me, it's like I had a ton of flying monkeys and I had an army to back me up and to back up the storyline that I had portrayed and projected onto you, which was basically everything that I was doing to you. But you came in to stop me. You came in to bring karma. And as the Three of Swords, this cost you a piece of your heart. I know that I betrayed you and I hurt you so badly. I know that I hurt you to the core. And I almost want to cry. I caused you a level of trauma so painful that it's almost like a piece of you died. And you know what I'm talking about, because you've never been the same. After whatever, it could have been 3 years, 3 weeks, or 3 months where you were consistently getting dogged out, stomped on, where I consistently kept doing things wrong to you and I could see how it was hurting you. However, it felt better for me to see you down than to see me down. And every time I looked at you, it's like I felt like I wasn't good enough for you. So I had to do something to try to make myself feel like I was in control, bringing more people into the equation, bringing my family and friends into this. Every time we'd get into an argument, I didn't have a backbone enough to deal with our issues just between the two of us. I always had to get a second, third, fourth opinion. And I've also learned, and this is where the heartbreak comes in as well. My family manipulated me to break your heart because they knew who you were. They knew that if I gave you my heart 100%, I would stop giving to them everything that they were feeding off of me. So it was kind of like a revolving circle. My family hurt me, I hurt you, and this is your chance to stop that domino effect, which you're doing already because you're balancing the scales. You staying away from me and putting yourself first and your self-respect first and never giving me that chance to come back in, that's the justice that you bring to the table. Because if you let me in, all I'm going to do is just break your heart again. Remember, I'm still in this reckless energy. I still haven't really learned my lessons because I've had people, I'm a master manipulator. Just like how you have gifts and talents, I have those same gifts in different ways, and I use those powers to get what I want. I use it to manipulate other people. I use it to drain others of their light, of their happiness and their joy, and I run off and I ghost them after I've gotten what it is that I wanted, after I've breadcrumbed whoever it is that I've been connected to. Like I said, I've been doing this for a number of years. I've done it to maybe 6 or 7 people, but it stops with you because the pain that I'm feeling right now as a result of the karma that I'm going through, which we're going to get into that in a second. But look, I'm suspended. I'm stuck. This is what I was trying to keep you in. I wanted to keep you stuck because I knew you were a diamond in the rough. I knew if anybody else could see your value, like they could see it, like I could see it, they would snatch you up in a heartbeat. So I had to try to crush you. I had to try to crush your self-esteem, your self-worth. And every time I did it, it's like you would fight back. You were the only woman or man that would fight back. Everybody else would submit. And every time you'd submit, it would make me angry. It would piss me off even more. And I would have to up the ante on the manipulation, on the abuse. Some of you even got hit physically, and it was because this person couldn't control you. So they just impulsively would lash out in some way, shape, or form. But now they're stuck. They're stuck in the same suspension that they left you in. For some of you, it's going to be 6 months, depending on the severity of how traumatic this event that you went through. It may range anywhere from 6 months to 7 years. And then we have the star, but you're healing. This was something that was meant to happen. It was ordained this way. There is no way that your intuitive gifts or your abilities or your DNA activations, there's no way it would have been activated unless you were around someone that was harming you, that was causing you extreme harm, pain, suffering. Some of you even went through like suicide ideation where you were going through so much pain, like you just wanted it to stop. It wasn't even the fact that you wanted to die. You just wanted to stop hurting every day. You wanted to stop waking up and having like this heavy heart. Trying to tap out of that energy because it's heavy for real. But as the star energies here, as you're healing yourself, because other people need to go to therapists and counselors and psychiatrists to heal, you're somebody who's had the ability to heal on your own, because it is possible that whoever this individual is, they isolated you or they played mind games and manipulation. This could have been someone who was in the public eye, or they were seen in a high light. They may have had a lot of money. So it was like your word against theirs, and however many flying monkeys was attached to them, so you felt cornered. You may have even been gang stalked. These could have been people that were intuitively feeding off of you off of your spiritual gifts. So the more that you'd sleep or have sex with whoever this person was that harmed you, the more all of your intuitive gifts would be drained, the more confused you'd feel, the more anxiety you'd go through. Your pH would get thrown off. Some of you would constantly get like UTIs and yeast infections and just imbalances. And you kept asking yourself, like, what am I doing wrong? Nothing. You were doing nothing wrong. Whoever you were connected to was dirty as fuck. And whoever they were going to and messing with, they didn't even have the audacity to use protection with them. So they were bringing all of that energy and toxicity back to you. And this is someone who was known to deal with women who are like prostitutes, or men that are homewreckers, prostitutes, escorts, men and women that have like OnlyFans content that will openly deal with people for some sort of monetary gain or something of value. You just know it's just not high vibrational energy at all. And they brought all of that back to you. And if you had kids with this person, or if you had some sort of household with this person and you were loyal to them 100%, trying to work for the both of you, man, just know everything that I put you through, as you pour out all the love and the effort that you had for me, all of that energy is coming right back to me. So the more that you heal, the more I'm in pain, the more you release me, the more energetically I feel the cords between the two of us detaching. What did this person leave you for? Or what is it that they felt was better? Let's channel it. I just wanted to be someone who was seen. I cared about image, prestige. I cared about having all of the hoes or the bros after me. I just cared about numbers, quantity over quality. This is what I'm feeling right here. And at some point in time, I had you chasing after me, and then I had other people chasing after me, and it got to my head. It felt like I was on top of the world, and I had to do anything to maintain that energy, to maintain that feeling. And I was in my ego. I didn't care who I hurt, who I stepped on. I didn't care I did not care. And it wasn't until the relationship that I had with you, it got to a point where I reached the crossroads and I had to decide, was I going to choose all of the attention, the prestige, the lifestyle choices that I want, all of those things that I was going to sacrifice for you? It was between that and you. And I chose to go after the material gains. I chose to go after the material things. And this, as soon as I did that, it was like, it caused utter destruction, chaos in my life. As soon as I turned my back from you, I kid you not even an hour, not even 2 hours afterwards, I started to see a domino effect of everything that I did to you. In hindsight, this is me looking at it from hindsight. While it was going on, I just thought, oh, it's just bad luck. But now that I'm looking at it, now that I've had time to sit in my mess, this is what it caused: chaos and destruction. So my son's awake. I have to go, but that was the message that you guys needed to know. And like, share, subscribe. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye.